Hey guys, welcome back to the Catalyst Corner. Today, I'm joined by my brother. He is the owner of APAC just outside Baltimore, Maryland. A small business, if you will, that's doing great and amazing things. I wish I might have done one or two things with a car once or twice. Just saying. But more importantly, he is a mind that I respect regarding branding and marketing. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Derrick Nowell.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, man. Hey, so look, the way this works, I got 5 questions for you.
Okay.
So number 1, tell us a little bit about, from a small business perspective, how is it that you've been able to grow from just an idea to what you have been able to achieve today?
Okay, so I mean, we can have about a 10 to 15 to 60-minute conversation about that. I'm gonna sum it up real quick. So I guess the best way I can put it is taking something from a dream, an idea, and then fast forwarding to where I am right now. I would have to say a lot of tears, dedication, and just actually buckling down and telling yourself just to do it. Like, put the excuses to the side and just do it. Like, we spend so much time stressing in life over a lot of things that really don't hold any value or any type of weight. And sometimes if you actually just recall, your past years, you can look at it and say, you know what? I did the same amount of stressing for somebody else. I can, just you're stressing anyway. So just stress for yourself and just don't set any, put any excuses in place for yourself, and just doing it, just buckling down and just saying, you know what, I'm going to do it at all costs. There's going to be some roadblocks, but you got to bust through them. You got to keep pushing, and don't be afraid to pick some of those people that might cross your path along the way. Pick their brains. Look for people that may be successful, and their path might not be the same as your path, but you could take little bits and pieces from different roadways, and you can build your own, or just make yourself more comfortable along the way.
Cool. And what did it feel like then, the moment you fully committed to making the leap from working for someone else to working for yourself?
I honestly have to say, with no filter, it was one of the scariest things in my life. Like, it was one of the scariest things, because as far as, I don't know about everybody else, but I know as far as I can remember, I was always told, when you turn 18, either military, school, or job. Like, that fear, like, now Mom, what about graduating? Like, can I enjoy the graduation, like, just for a little bit? So that's something. And then the paycheck. Everybody works for a paycheck. So I think the biggest fear was when there was no more paycheck. There's no more paycheck. You're responsible for yourself. And, you make mistakes. You can't blame it on somebody else. You can't pawn it off on a higher up that's in another position that makes more. You're the lonely guy on the totem pole, and you got to answer to yourself when you come home at night. So that was a big fear. But you know what? I wouldn't change not one bit. I would not change not one thing that's happened in the past or along this road. I wouldn't change it, because it makes you stronger. It makes you weather, random storms that tend to pop up along this road. Like, there's a storm every week for me. I feel like there's at least 3 to 4 a week that some I feel like I get more wet than others, but I come back next week with a raincoat, and the week after that I come with some rain boots. So you just gotta jump in it, man, and don't let anybody steer you down or turn you away. I always hear the phrase, you got to crawl before you walk. Well, the one thing I learned is somebody else's crawl is different from your walk. Like their crawl might be your walk. So you got to really take that with a grain of salt, because, you dictate your speed. You got to you're the one that has to answer the big questions, the big money questions, and the big responsibilities. You gotta face those at the end of the day, like nobody else. When everybody else goes home, you're in that mirror. Okay, well, what can I do better? And then you make your changes and you push on.
So if I'm getting this right, from a car perspective,
Right.
one person's full throttle is someone else's third gear.
That is right.
Just hitting their stride.
Right. Some people,
hey, go do what your car does.
Yeah, some people might be used to a little 4-cylinder with no turbo and no nitrous. Some people, they're born with that V10. So you gotta unlock that longevity when once you get going, that momentum. So yeah, I truly believe that.
Gotcha. So a lot of times when people have this type of a conversation, they will usually ask a lot about the challenges that people face.
Right.
But I'm curious, what is the greatest reward that you've been able to take from this journey? We're the same age, 39, and it's been a crazy road. Like, I've known you for a while, some years and years now. And so seeing all that evolve, what's the greatest reward that you take home?
The greatest, I would honestly have to say, so I know some people would probably think that it would be something materialistic, and it's really not. The greatest reward that I would have to say is the fact that my boys, the fact that I've made this tough transition, and they've witnessed it for the past 11 years, and my greatest reward is that I've taken some of that fear away from them. And I've actually, I tell the boys to do different things. I encourage them. I give them advice every single day. But I think for me, weathering that storm, it's made them more comfortable, and they're ready to jump into their own thing without that hesitation that I might have had, or I've seen a lot of other potential entrepreneurs or people that's fresh in. They always got that question mark, the fear of the unknown. My greatest achievement is watching them not have as much fear, because they've been witnessing me do it for so long. So it's definitely not financial. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with cars. None of that stuff, man. I feel like you can't put a value in that, because for them, they're in hindsight, their vision is so much more crisp now. And, I watch them just, the ideas and the inspiration and the passion just pour out of them. And it's really, they have no roadblocks, man. They say, if Dad can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. And I was going to ask, so moving forward, so a perfect example is a lot of people are finding out, your son is working on launching a brand. He's only 16 years old. It's like, oh, there they are right there, 11. So in working through, having established a brand,
right,
and understanding that, hey, we're starting from square one with another. For people who are looking to grow their business as well, what's a good tangible resource or a direction that you can push them, as far as here are things to think about, here are places where you can go to get ideas or any of that stuff?
So yeah, that's actually like that question has multiple answers, but one of the things that I can recall, and I'll stick with maybe one or two different things. The first thing is, be yourself. Don't let anybody steer you away from what you dream about on a consistent basis. I hear so many parents, steer their kids away from what they dream about every single night. I'm not saying that they have to, if they dream about video games and they go, oh, yeah. But if you notice, every single person has a certain dream, especially as a kid, that it's repetitive. It keeps happening over and over again. So when my son came to me and said, Dad, I want to create my own brand. I've seen some parents, oh, son, you need to go to college. But he's 16. So with him saying that, I did saying, you know what, let's go ahead, create your brand.
So let's go figure it out.
So one of my biggest pieces of advice is just don't steer away. Don't steer away from you. Be yourself. Follow what's in here, because as long as you follow what's in here, regardless of how painful it is, because you're weathering different storms. Once that storm passes, you're still following what's real, not what somebody else said to do, not what the next person is already doing, and then you're trying to copy that other company or design or whatever the case may be. Stick with what's inside, and I feel like you really can't go wrong with that. You might create some enemies along the way, but but I feel like you can't go wrong as long as you stay true to yourself first. Stay true to yourself first, and I think that the respect factor comes after that from other people, because people can respect you for who you are, in the business world, even in a personal, state. But one more piece of advice is definitely stick to if your business is shaped around one particular thing, stick to that particular thing and make that one thing as strong as you can get it before you start bouncing into different directions. Because the one thing is one way I can put it is, if you have a pizza restaurant and you just opened it, on the first week, don't sell Chinese food, and then snow crab legs. The next thing you're selling hot dogs. So stick to, if it's a pizza galleria, stick to that one thing. Become strong in that before you start bouncing different directions, because what's going to happen is, one thing I learned in business, when you put 90% of you into it, you can't divide yourself up into 20 different directions. I've tried it. It don't work. It don't work. You come home with a lot of stress and you get burnt out really, really fast. So become strong in your way. Stay in your lane. And then as you become strong, opportunities tend to, present themselves. You just go from there.
All right. So cool, man. We'll get you out of here on this one last question, the curveball, as they say.
Okay, curveball.
So I noticed that you dropped look, I told you it's going to be completely random, but I noticed you dropped a lot of, car references. We talked about speed. We talked about the weather outside. We talked about all these type things. So, all right, about to put you on the spot.
All right.
You can only own one car for the next 20 years.
Okay.
It is going to run perfectly. You won't have to worry about any maintenance costs, any of that stuff. You get one car, and it has to do everything. It's the only one you can own. What car will be in your garage and why?
Oh man. So it's on one car, I don't have to worry about no maintenance.
One car. No maintenance costs, no restrictions, nothing. Cost.
I don't have a daily driver. Nope.
This is your daily. This is your daily, your show car, your work car, all of that.
Tough, man. So if I had to, that was a good one.
Yes.
So if I had to choose, and for one daily, I would have to choose. I know this is gonna sound weird for the people that know me, but I think I would do a GTR, man.
Really?
And
that sounds familiar. It sounds like you did something like that once or twice.
The reason, I know it sounds weird because I already had one, but I had it for a different purpose. Mm-hmm. But having it for the short period of time that the warranty was still intact, one thing that I do know, I think that the warranty can be it can be, I mean, I'm saying not the warranty, but the fact that the car can be driven in multiple climates. Even snow. Might not like it. Put snow tires on it. If I don't have to worry about repair, then I just take it out in the snow, take it out in the rain.
That's the one.
Actually, it's not hard to maintain.
So the GTR.
I'm gonna choose a GTR, man.
You
Yeah.
doing anything special to it though?
No.
Why are you keeping it stock?
You say one car. Huh?
One car, right. He said,
Yeah,
so you gonna go too crazy?
There will be no wide bodies. There will be no full bolt-on, no upgrades. I'm gonna stick with a GTR, and in wintertime, I'll just swap out the tires, put the snow tires on it.
Okay.
And, yeah, that'd be it.
That's
man.
the one.
Be it. And, full clear bra, full paint protection for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, on Instagram, APAC_auto. Your website is apacauto.com.
Yes.
Is there a dash?
No,
just apacauto.com, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Easy to find, and of course, he's the brains, the mastermind behind a couple of my latest car builds, including the rocket ship. So I always appreciate you. Definitely appreciate your time and sharing with others. Look forward to seeing you soon because I have some more ideas.
Okay. Well,
all right.
And I appreciate the time, and good luck with the new business. And any way I can help, man, I'm there.
Cool, man. I appreciate it. We'll see you.
All right, man.
Yep.
Peace.